Oh my god. It's still going. I just wonder if I should try Curse or Dare mode, but man, we got so much coming out here soon. I'm not in a rush to beat this or anything, but I don't think I should tack anything else on unless I think it's gonna get me something. In game, I mainly just want to reach the end, man. Oh yeah, the pantry. I set that up. It's one of the mystery pieces. Grab some of that. Maybe I should look through the red letters. I think that could be a good idea. So the hit list today. Oh, that's a cloak. In the cutscene. I would hope they wouldn't want you to recall like cutscenes and stuff. You know, that's like an extra level of like secret precedent bullshit, like the rumpus room. Can I like shut the fucking door? That's hot. Jesus. Getting there, man. I thought I'd go to the store to grab like a drink or something. What's this fucking tree? I got the laundry going finally. It's a little small one. So yeah, hit list today. Thawing the backup servers. And then going and checking out Blackbridge, I guess. I'm just thinking about different places we need to go. The rank 8 memos are an option for sure. I don't have the key card though to really get full use out of that. This could be true. You know what? I'm just gonna leave them. I don't. I'll mark it. I don't want to think about this much because it's probably like nonsense, but. I've just kind of written off most of what happens in this room because it's kind of just a pain in the ass. And anything I can't check back over, frankly, I just don't care about. And I would hope that devs wouldn't be so lame as to have like one-time viewable information. We'll see though. Oh yeah. I think I didn't code check last time. It's like the Mount Holly symbol upside down. So we went through the tunnel yesterday. And through 10 bazillion rooms. And the last room couldn't get through was like the Mount Holly symbol, like upside down, kind of. So I don't know what it means. I don't know if I need to have done other things. I mean, I would imagine the red letters might matter. Try another shit first. We'll see what we can find. Great, still on there. So the pantry was one mystery I wanted to kind of figure out, hopefully. We'll see what we can do about it. Yeah, that's still activated. Wish I could leave that activated and still walk across here. Kind of a pain. I love having to like redo anything in this room. It is what it is. Yeah, like being able to access this at any time would be nice, but it doesn't really work. Alright, let's go check the pantry. So yeah, sorry I'm alive right now. I'm just kind of waking up, eating, getting some plans rolling, and exist in here. Trying to think over what all I want to do. It's like we could do dare and curse mode. It might be that the alternate futures that Rumpus kind of talked about are like different playthroughs, but I'm like, that's a step beyond what I want to be doing. Building bonus lore maybe, but just because there is goals and the trophies and you can like bring them in here. Oh. Huh. Circle T. I did 6 triggers. I'd like to think they would want more. I don't know what this really means for me though. It definitely has some meaning. This one was always here, but these... I ate the 5. doesn't mean shit to me. If we're getting into angels and the other gods or something, planets are named after, like it's some kind of Roman thing. Like, you know, maybe we'll get somewhere, I guess, but. Getting 19 dead ends would be tough, man. It also doesn't sound very fun. Because you've got like a fucked deck too. This tank contains a red herring. Did. I guess that's supposed to be clever. This tank contains a red herring. Because it is a red herring and that is also a red herring. That kind of thing. Don't have anything for the aquarium. Put my clothes in the dryer. I feel like Chamber of Mirrors is going to be really hard to find the hidden blue or the hidden memo. Quite possibly the hardest one. You only need 3 out of the 4 doors for this, but what's up, Redless? Did you get your Switch 2 pre-ordered? I decided I'm gonna wait. I don't have the money. Big bills this month, sadly. Man, I need some caffeine, bro. Maybe after this run, I'll take a caffeine break. These seem actually important, Jesus. is unlocked only by the sum of its digits. Oh yeah, cool, awesome. Well, good work. Yeah, if I had the money, I would have done it for sure. But... time of the year, it's best not to risk it. Key card, man. Yeah, I could too. They'd probably be open right now already. But yeah, I'd rather just play Blueprints. I got so many games lined up right now. I can't waste any extra time on it. Yeah, for sure though. Ay. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like zapped. Not like physically, just mentally zapped. Maybe I do need to go out for a bit. I think my brain's trying to like stay focused on trying to figure out what the fuck's going on in here. While also just trying to stream and then also being like kind of tired. Oh yeah. Yeah. think. We could just keep going for blue memos and re-rolling them. I mean, finding out what the max stars is, thawing the servers and going into Blackbridge, seeing if anything happens. Figuring out what castle means, figuring out what the reverse Holly sign and the super tunnel is. That feels like probably the biggest thing in the game right now. It's a very big deal. The 8th letter. All that shit. If I really wanted to. And Jesus, I would hope this would not be a thing. Like I said, I would instantly lose respect for the game if it required like different playthroughs. I kind of want to go watch the Rumpus cutscenes again online. Because I don't want to find them in my VODs. Assuming people put them together, but... Rumpus, and one of them does say you will not find the 8th envelope, but it's like... He also feels like he's talking about like different futures. And it's like... Imagining different futures, I'm like... Is that different playthroughs, right? Because you can import your data in the game. And I don't know if that's supposed to be like cute or just like a fun way of messing with the menus, or if it's like literally I'm like interfacing with the other runs. And if that's the case, it's possible you can only get things on those runs, and you gotta do like the fucking challenge modes, but it's like those are so kind of far removed from the rest of the thing that while yeah, sure, they'd be like secret and hidden. I mean, anybody can make up that shit. It's not really like clever. It's like, oh, you just gotta go do all the challenge modes and you get stuff. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that filters out people and all that, and it'd be tougher to figure out. But I don't think it would really mesh with the rest of the game. So I don't feel like that's what it is. Like, because I mean, if you don't even like just want to do like the base gameplay stuff that badly, or if you're like me, where it's like I like doing it, but because it's a cute little fun thing to do to kind of pace out the mystery and to kind of facilitate the bigger questions, right? I wouldn't just do this part and that's it. I mean, you could for sure. I mean, it's fun enough to do that, but after like 120 hours almost, probably not anymore, really. I got a life to live. But so it's like if you asked me to the walk-in closet. If you asked me to find these things in separate playthroughs or get trophies that require like a big gameplay grind, well, that would be like, yeah, you could do it. It feels like it would be, those are more like for fun. You want to do them on the side things than like going super hard. Like doing that for the sake of the story. I don't know. So that's why it's weird. Yeah, there's a lot to figure out. I mean, the speed at which you solve stuff is, you know, different than, say, like a La Mulana, right? I mean, La Mulana, I might sit and make no progress for 12 hours, but I'm always, like, able to kind of interface with everything. This, it's like, you need to figure out vague secrets and stuff, but I might actually take a break and go get some caffeine. Fucking hell. Yeah, there might be vague secrets and stuff, but because of the nature of the runs and all that stuff, it just kind of takes longer. Right? Like, I've been playing for an hour and I've just been like on this run. I haven't really done anything. I've just been thinking about shit. I've gotten some more info. Or it's like a different puzzle game, you'd probably, you know, you go straight to what you want to do. And I mean, it's to this game's strength. It's an interesting thing to do it this way, but on the flip side, yeah, this is the highest step counter I've ever had. It starts at like 50 usually, well, 70. I had a special combo today. Silver spoon with the salt, with a stocked. I've had the dining room, I've had a stocked pantry. So, yeah, I usually hit like maybe max, like 150, 200 on a good run. This is extreme. I wish my steps were like this every time. I just never even had to think about them, but no, sadly. But yeah, in general, my resources, just from strategy, better rooms, and more money to spend on stuff, I usually can get a shitload of resources. Yeah, definitely not like before. Yeah, the free spin limbo. Like, okay, here we go. Another free spin. Will I get another free spin, or will I just get something? Okay, we got 300. Not like there's anything I can do with it, but hey man, I'll take it. It's the big prize. The 4 allowance would be better, but it's okay. I don't think there's anything great in the Lost found it yet. But I don't need the laundry room either. Anything I could like actually use? Not really this either. This pendant's kind of everywhere, huh? Yeah, who knows how deep the mystery's gonna go. I do think, like, places-wise, we've kind of ran the boat now. Because I did get the trophy for the in-game trophy. For completing the directory, which is all the rooms. But I mean, who knows what's outside. Every room could have extra shit in it. Right? But in a way, it is a marking of, like, you know, something slowing down. Right? Let's see. I stocked the pantry and it just hinted at tea. We have the cores to mess with. Just so now with the cores, like why the numbers would really matter much. I could do this. This is nice quality light. I just don't know if there's anything in the ladyship's chamber I really care about now. The safe wasn't there. I mean, I guess burning glass would be nice. I really need the jackhammer. Yeah. I don't want the mechanical rooms thing. Oh well. I like that freezer, but I got so many rerolls and so much luck. I could do this just to get it out of here. I don't know. I don't want the lab. I could redraw in hopes I get the study. Yeah, the sun is nice. Get you 20 steps the next day. And it can melt stuff, which is cool. The sauna. I don't know. There's lots of options in this for sure. I mean, respect to time is definitely, I think, something to think about in this game. It's probably what I would imagine a lot of people would have. I don't even say the biggest issue with. I just don't think people would actually get super far. But I mean, not made for those people, I guess. And it's not like it doesn't have a respect for your time at all or anything. Like it's, you know, just the game they're making and, you know, the RNG and the runs is kind of what makes it, keeps it fun in a way, but you know, there's a point where it's like you're kind of, yeah, spending a lot of time in the weeds. Oh, my mind is zoinked today. Like on one hand, you know, I'm really engaged and just kind of like trying to figure every little thing out. And the RNG Evic's kind of a fun way to kind of pace it. On another hand, and it's a, I don't even know if it's a complaint as much as just like something to talk about, but you know, when you're looking for minor clues or you don't know what you're looking for, you're thinking real hard on it, and it's like, you know, you're 120 hours in, it's like, you know, could the late game be like tighter? But I don't know, I'm still getting stuff, I'm still finding stuff. That's why I'm like, I don't know, I'm just thinking about it. Like, I'm invested, I want to see the whole thing through. On the other hand, I've also been playing it for 120 fucking hours, so. Definitely not like over it or anything, but I do wonder, you know, if in these like later bits, if they're going to be asking me like, alright man, enjoy the shower. Squeaky clean. But it's like, I do wonder if they're like, in these later bits, like, yeah, I expect the difficulty to be at its highest. I expect everything to kind of be at its most fucked, you could say. But it's also when you imagine on average, or somebody would probably be at their most burnout. So the pacing, like, because I think this game could, yeah, you could be affected by that even more than a lot of games, right? Like, you might just get burned out because you just don't know where to go or do something. But this, it's like, you know, maybe you do want to try something. You got to do the, you got to set up the run or run through the rooms and play through the scenarios instead of just kind of cutting to where you think the stuff is. Or, you know, there's way more options in this because of the layout. So there's a lot more to check. So it's like, you know, you can chicken with your head cut off for a while. I guess it's kind of one of the pitfalls of it. And I'm not like knocking it out. I love the game. And I'm still super into it. I just discussion and stuff. Yeah, I need to step out for a bit, I think. I'm like, mind's zonked, man. Okay. Critique. I don't know. A lot of the big, like, you know, if I wanted to say something with some finality kind of statements are really going to hinge upon where everything leads to. Like, the process has been fun for sure. There might be, you know, maybe there's an issue with the process in the later game when it comes to like speed and stuff. But I mean, some of the biggest rushes have still been in the late game, so. Oh, hard to say. I need to get to room 46 and try that movement that we learned about. I forgot. Can't really get to room 46 this time though. Been a bit since I've seen the laundry room with power. I just do that. This would be a hard game to take a break on. And now I need to build the computer for that. And I've got I've got 100 bazillion hours of Last Defense to do coming up. I think I'll wait on Clair Obscur for like a few weeks. It's supposed to be really good though, I'm excited. Or maybe I'll play 100 Line at like certain times a day. I think people said it was 40 to 60 for Clair Obscur, more classic JRPG. Yeah, this deep in, I mean, I need to be apprised to everything, and not apprised, but need to be like tight on everything and thinking about everything. I'm not like needing a break. It's just one of those things like I've just like, you know, you look at the weeks, I'm like, man, I've invested a lot, and I don't mind because I like it, but I do hope that the game doesn't start dipping into anything a little too goofy, and we're still in the realm of stuff that I can figure out as one person, and that doesn't require goofy shit like separate playthroughs on challenge modes. Because I mean, that's what kind of killed, like, oh yeah, I loved Animal Well, but that's what killed the desire to go beyond a certain point. You know, there's a point where it's like this, the kinds of secrets they were wanting you to find were like actually like, you know, you need like manpower, like lots of people need to just try random shit kind of stuff. Like with ARGs, right? You know, somebody's getting into like the code of the game. Yeah, and that's why I'm not really knocking the game at all, because it's like, you know, it hasn't shown that's a thing. And I mean, maybe there's like hidden lore that's, you know, people are going to discuss with the community, but I'm hoping getting to some kind of like end point, right, is all something we can figure out here. And so far it has. Like, none of the puzzles have been like technically super crazy. It's just drawing the right connections with as much info as there is, or kind of going through the motions till something happens. Like right now, I'm not like out of things to try even. I mean, I'm waiting to kind of have some of them pop up, but you know, I'm not out of things to try, so it's, we'll see. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be like a fan of that. I think that kind of thing can be fun. Popping your allowance and stars is ballsy. Oh, sure. I mean, everybody's gonna be different on that front. Understandable. Oh, I see what you're saying. That kind of game. I think the core of the game, you know, if it's marketing as a single player thing, should probably be a solvable or doable within like the realm of like a single person, right? Maybe it could be like argued what that is, right? Because I mean, you don't want it to be like super easy. Possibly, it might be like super hard to figure out to the point where it's like it's multiple people. You know, makes more sense. But for some people, you know, maybe that's easy to them and not hard. So, but there's things like ARGs, which is like for sure community stuff, and I think that's fine if you just want to do it. I think you should be allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. But I like it more as like you just want to do it on the side. Like there's a bonus little story or, you know, some hidden little thing you can unlock or something. I think ARGs are played out a little bit in a way, but I think it's fine to do them. It's cool. But if a game like this, like you're going through this process and the last bit is like, you have to find something in the code, I'd be like, alright, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I definitely don't want like a blue ball situation. If you just want to do it on the side, it's fine. Like lore or just a little extra something. You know, extreme stuff just to kind of have some fun. You know, as an artist, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but yeah. Like I said, none of that's going on in this. It's just, you know, like the. I wonder if there is any elements of that and if it's important or not. Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but I don't mind people doing it. But yeah, as the core of the game or something, I probably not. Unless that's what it is on the tin, right? Because there's some games that like just do it, you know, as a bonus thing. Like Tunic had that one where you have to have the waveforms and all that. And it like led to a website or something. That was fine in a way, but it also was like in this very special place. So I was kind of like, you're kind of hoping something different would be there, but there's such a strong feel on the rest of the puzzle shit that it's fine. And then stuff like Animal Well, it's like you get different phases of what I think is like realistic for someone to solve, right? Like all the eggs is doable solo. I would say all the bunnies were doable solo. And then there was like that level beyond, which was like certain days and certain weird things, and then there's like a fucking message from Donkey at the end and shit. It's like I kind of wish there was like a little bit of a like a something kind of send off at that, you know, before that point. You kind of just like stop 2/3 of the way in, and then the rest is like essentially community shit. So that was kind of lame, but like the process is a lot of fun, and you do unlock some flight, you know, in the fucking like community shit. And I mean, maybe that's the idea, is they want like, you know, it to be a big discussion thing. And I think leveraging social stuff and all that for your game is totally fine, but you know, there is gonna be that feel where it's like you did most of it solo and feel like it's like a curated thing for that. You know, planning something around the difficulty of solo versus the difficulty of like a community is a very different thing, right? You know, and some people are going to buy into one, or you're going to have 99% of the game be that way, and then all of a sudden it's like not. And like if you can't like give people that nice climax, because the people who are going to go that far are your most dedicated, so they're going to be most blue balled possibly. So it's like, I feel like finding that jump off point, or like keeping people invested, or feeling like they, you know, that extra bit they don't need to mess with. They got, you know, the game, right? That's fine. Like La Mulana is a great example of a game that can be all soloed, and that is the goal. Not maybe I don't know 100% the goal. Community can definitely help, and you'll see people argue that La Mulana you have to use a guide. You know, I didn't use a guide. I know a lot of people didn't use a guide, and I think it's better than you might expect for that kind of thing. Some people just have no patience for it, and that's fine. But like, that's very but they've planned those out to not feel like they are so goofy extreme like that you need manpower, right? Like that's the difference, right? Like in any game you could just do like, hey man, if you click every pixel on the ground eventually something happens, right? Like there's nothing like special about that. You know, if you make 5 new files and play through 100% of the game, on the 5th one something happens, right? That's just like, you know, that's not like clever, and it's not single player, but technically it's like ARG type of shit. So it's like there's a quality to it, I guess, a balance and a pace, and like figuring out when to like end it or whether to have it or in what capacity to have it. Pureform is the group that played at launch. Yeah, I mean it can be fun going and watching like a video like, oh man, the devs hit all this in there and they did all that. Like that's kind of cute. Like with Inscription, it was kind of like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. They put all that in there. But I got over it like real quick. I'm sure the people who were like doing the rush were the ones who most cared. It definitely dates your shit a bit. It can also feel like a gimmick. Like in the instance of Inscription, I feel like I don't really care about the ARG shit all the time. Like, I respect it, but it's also kind of like, it existing for itself is kind of just like lame. I think we're past the point of it just being like a gimmick. Hell, I've seen ARGs used as like PR gimmicks, right? Like, there's a, once again, I mean, once you get out of novelty phases, there's like a quality level then you have to worry about. So, it's definitely something, but. Yeah, that too. But that's kind of what I mean. That's fine. I mean, you want to have something, you make it and you're like, hey, I want to have this be like a 1 month thing. That's really fun for the people who are really into it. And that's fine. That's what you want to do. That's fine. Right? Like, I don't think it's a problem as an artist or something. I like I said, I think it kind of just depends on, like I said, how you buy into it. Like, you know, is the game just single player? Is it marketed as like something more secret? But I mean, that kind of fucks it if you say it's like going to have ARG shit, right? Like, that's kind of the whole point. It's like the discovery of it is the feeling. So it's like, you know, like, is your game just going to end after 2/3 of the way in and then you have to do an ARG? I mean, I don't know many games that do that. I mean, like I said, Annawell kind of has like a blue ball point, but, you know, you've definitely seen and done all sorts of stuff, right? Like, you're clearly in the extra territory. Yeah. I definitely think there's like pitfalls with ARG just for its own sake. Like you said. And I'm definitely not really interested in participating in any. Because I like the carefulness of like planning it around like a perceived single player kind of thing and that immersion and stuff. But like, I like the idea of people doing them. But yeah, I definitely don't want like, you know, all the cool shit behind it. I mean, on the flip side, it's like, you know, you want people to be like rewarded for doing crazy shit. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, I think as long as it feels like there was an entire experience there that you finished and that respected you, there's like an extra ARG bonus, like that's fine, right? Like a little website or like a picture or something hidden in the code just for people who want to fuck around with it. Maybe it just has some like, you know, goofy little lore or something that keeps the community talking for years. Yeah, I'll probably play Darkroom when it actually, or Darkroom, Doom the Dark Ages. I'm in the Darkroom right now. Yeah, I'll probably play that when it comes out. There's just been a lot of long games. Anyways, I guess that all relates back to this game in that I hope there's nothing like that going on in this that isn't just like a little bonus. It doesn't become like a distraction. But and I do hope that the game kind of like, you know, we're running out of things here while I expect the highest difficulty shit to be at the end. I hope the power I get over the mansion and what RNG is required and what kind of grind is required is low and it's not a problem. So that I can like interface with that difficulty properly. Four major games this year. I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming out that's considered like all-timers back then. I mean, there's way more games coming out now, just absolutely. So, I mean, you're absolutely right. But I think I'd be looking more forward to than 4 games a year. I think the consistency was probably maybe a little different, and you know, a lot more people were bought into the same games, possibly. Because there were like less of a deluge of them, but yeah, I feel you. With indies and just how the industry's grown, I mean, there's just games coming out non-stop. Makes it hard to backlog for sure. I mean, I've backlogged quite a bit this year, which is nice. That's stopping for a few months. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I look back over all my GameCube games, and I play through more GameCube games. I play through more games, like almost double or triple my, probably double my catalog just every year. But I mean, back then, you know, I wasn't just playing the GameCube. I guess I'd be on like WoW or something, but, or replaying. Definitely true in that aspect. I mean, way back in the day, I also wouldn't have the money to just buy everything. I mean, I don't now. I probably buy less games now than I ever got back then, but I have other means to rentals and subscriptions I can leverage, right? Yeah, I mean, I think if you didn't have indies and it was just like AA still and AAA, I mean, it'd still be pretty similar. If anything, their output's even lessened, I'd say. But there's more studios. But indies have just made it so that every year's the best year for games, man, almost, right? Never a bad year. There's relatively, you know, better or worse years, I guess, but there's always so many things coming out. Because I don't know, I think there was a lot more than 4 most of the time. I mean, I always quote this year, but like the year that Devil May Cry 3 came out, there's like, 12 games we consider like all-timers that came out in like the same month, right? I think it kind of just depended. I definitely think there's more games that come out and there's more good games that come out every year just because of the amount of them, but it's not like there's like 2 games that came out back then. I think the ease of getting the games, I think the amount, the tools that let people make pretty comparable, like, good stuff. It's like less people is a huge deal. Because there was a time where it's like, your indie dev is only going to be able to make like, the most like basic kind of RPG Maker thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. RPG Maker's still awesome. I've got some RPG Maker games that just came out I want to play, but now it's like, there's so many options. There's so much more to appeal to everyone. You should never run out, really. Unless you're just not interested in the industry that much. I guess it's interesting thinking about how marketing has changed. Because there were, I guess, less things coming out. I don't know, it's weird. Because on one hand, there's less things coming out, like you said, to a certain degree. And like, that means they have much more like eyes on their particular game, less competition. And they can kind of like not get lost in the flood. But technically nowadays, though, the super corporations are much bigger. The internet is more of a thing, so you have more reach, but then there's way more competition, but there's also way more money in it. And it's like, I think it makes it harder for the people who don't have any power, money or influence or something. I mean, you don't even get a chance if you're back in the day. You could make a game solo. Like, well, I guess you could, but you also didn't need 1,000 people to make a game either, so you'd see some people take more of a chance with games that were like technically on the bleeding edge. You don't see AAA bleeding edge, right? Making like a lot of ballsy choices. Part of the problem, but yeah, I don't know. It's all changed a lot. The hype cycles, how they work, and like traditional news media is not really the same anymore. And now you're getting fucking streamers and all that kind of shit. I don't know. It all kind of just feeds in. No, not yet. Don't know how. I was actually gonna go take a look at it. I trapped myself in the room with it thinking that was going to be clever, but it didn't matter. Because you can pull the plug and then walk in there. But if you end the day, you just pop back outside, so... I thought that'd be cool. Yeah. I do wish this one stayed. Kind of annoying to have the boiler room. Little thing. I do think there's like a few little things like that in the game. I'd kind of... Yeah, in some games that would be like the plan. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was chatting with Rydlos about the amount of games that come out these days, and it's a weird mix because I mean I'm more entrenched in the industry these days, so I'm just gonna play more than I would back then. The availability, what's even considered a big game these days, and indies and all that. Yeah. The bottom line is it's always a good time for gaming until the industry dies. I don't really consider the success or not of AAA to really be like a huge deal. I do think that's something though. Maybe. But I need to get into room 46 maybe. I don't know what I'd do there. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I thought I'd have to take the crown in here, but didn't do a damn thing. Having the moon pendant doesn't help. There's no hint that it'd be like every antechamber door or some bullshit. I mean, it's just the blue holly thing. Coffee time. Yeah, I need some caffeine. I'm out of it. Rikishi drip. Yeah, what the? Man, he's going all out. He's got the sunglasses and shit, dude. The drip, dude. Pretty based, I must say. Like, I remember when with Rikishi, you'd barely physically see him at all. He got out from behind the... He's out in front of the camera now, and he's fucking... He's all in, dude. I'm gonna post that in Discord. He's aura maxing, yeah. His aura is impeccable. Telling you, man. Hope Silent Laugh's good. Hope it does good things for him. And he might have his weirdness with some of the writing here and there, but... He deserves some success, man. Always want the VN guys to do well, even if I trash them nonstop. Yeah. Well, you gotta get started and go hard. Oh, because people are playing it already. I got you. Yeah. That always kind of sucks, but I mean, I can't blame the streamers, man. They get paid to fucking play the game they want to play early. Like, Jesus, that's horrible, man. What a horrible thing. Yeah, you just gotta hold off, man. You see too much could lessen the appeal. There'll be plenty to watch soon. What about all these other games you got backlogged? Just won't work at all. Any of the gas is turned off. I'm just gonna call it clear obscure, like I always have. Yeah, if they want to shorten it. But no, it's not one of those that really shortens well. I feel like Expedition 33 is more likely. Maybe even EXP 33, but I don't know. Even that. We'll see. I'll hear like a buzzing. The buzzing of the electric eel aquarium is like bugged. You can just like hear it everywhere. I should probably look over the red letters though. They said there's 8, but there's a hidden message. It's possible the 8th one's fucked. I could figure it out with 7. That's assuming I'll understand how to find the message. Do you flip it? There's a bug. Oh, if you go back in and out, it fixes it. I've actually been down there. Yeah, I have. I've at least seen what's down. I might walk back over there and take a peek just in case I miss something. Yeah, it's possible this family Crests. There's something weird about them. It's surely the goofy digital root shit is like actually gonna matter here. It's possible the family Crests, they all are like, the different pieces are like a stand-in for something. I just don't know the input. Do I just press a button a certain amount of times on each of them? That doesn't make sense. No. Like every time I walk over here, I hear like a noise. I don't know if it's a glitch because I've opened those new rooms. Or if it's supposed to be like valuable somehow. I mean, guess I could try this. Oh. I'd have to come from the other way. What is that? But it feels like it's probably a glitch. If the idea was like you had to like not walk down the stairs and it would like open or something, it'll be open. You just coincidentally do that. I don't think so. I think they want it to be this big epic, you open the door thing, right? Yeah, you can hear it now too. Huh. I don't know, that's weird. What is that sound? I've taken the crown to the throne room, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I took the crown to the robbery room. I do want to go back to 46 to test some shit. I want to test the thawing of the servers. Staff announcements to read, blue memos. On rank 8. They're all frankly kind of a pain, but... Nothing really else there. Check this. That's great and all, but what do I do with the AmeriCorps? Done all this shit. Gave us the house deed, of which I could probably get a numerical core from. There's only one of them. It showed a second one from outside. Maybe we've already been there though. Somehow I've got to like bash this. Very too late. I can't make it again. I think I've come down here to try that. I got nothing out of it. Dunno. I don't see anything fancy. I need to put my laundry in the dryer. No. I mean, there was the tunnel that required a lot of steps to get to, but no. All the rooms, like, fit in the mansion. There's not many that are, like, some kind of, like, magical mumbo jumbo. Surprisingly, this game's actually, like, trying to be very, like, despite having, like, the mansion that just, like, resets. Everything's played very straight. There's no, like, mysticism or magic or surrealism. They even treat the mansion almost like it's just like a fucking normal thing. So I don't know. It's almost like one of the weirder parts of it. And it kind of deflates a little bit of mystery feel, but yeah, I mean, there's the tunnel, but it's not like I purposefully like poking at you in some kind of weird meta way tunnel. It's just you had to clear it out of boxes. And then, you know, as the boxes disappear, it's kind of this spooky big tunnel. Then you have to do like every kind of door. And then this one, which I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's like, and I don't even know if it's real or not, but like hints at something extra. A lot of infinity symbols. Couple here and there, just rarely. Bizarre kind of memos, kind of referring to spirals and some of the like rumpus, like cutscenes and all that. kind of play with weird features and stuff for you. And I don't know, there's like little elements of it, like maybe under the hood there's something bizarro going on, but so far it's played pretty straight. Yeah, I don't know. Need to read over the letters. I guess I could do it real quick. I might just sit here and then go to the store and grab something. Turn the stream off. Yeah, some shit just kind of happens. Nah, I don't think that's happening. Doesn't have the feeling of some kind of like sinister something. I think if there was something, it would be there's some kind of bigger mystery, bigger surprise, bigger reveal kind of thing, more than it is like somebody's trying to like fuck with you. Yeah. I mean, it's a good time, and even just getting to room 46 is probably just a cool enough little deal. The deep dive is more of an investment, and we'll see what it leads to, honestly. I'm reading through some notes. Just opening up some pictures. is amazing. Sucks about the motion sickness though. I was watching Day 9 do like the first hour or two of this and he was getting motion sick. I guess it hits everyone different, huh? Yeah, this game is pretty slow, and using controllers pretty chill, so. Huh, weird. Not just like an FOV thing, man, or like mouse smoothness and how quick you need to be, maybe? I'm making like tab groups. I've never done tab groups. I'm doing it now. Yeah, for sure. That's quite the price. Making tab groups to organize this shit in a fucking browser, man. This shit's a fucking nightmare, dude. It's just weird. Is there like studies done on that kind of motion sickness? I just wonder like why it kind of happens. I wonder if it's kind of like with car sickness. There's like a mental aspect to it. Or if it's more just like people's like equilibrium and shit just being weird. Or how your mind kind of parses like movement that isn't actually happening to you. Because I gotta imagine like VR is probably like destroys you. Oh, later, buddy. I didn't realize you're already playing it. Cool. Have fun. Yeah, I'm gonna take a stream break here soon. One more letter I need to take a picture of, or to tab group. Huh, really? Not quite like an out of body, but you can't quite like figure out like your height and shit. I've heard people adjust their height and stuff like in games to like try to combat stuff kind of similar to that. And set the camera like to different heights and shit. I mean, it makes sense, right? The more immersive it gets, the more your body thinks it needs to think of it as real, but then it doesn't react normally. Yeah, it's probably interesting. What is this letter, dude? I could go check it myself, I guess. is this shit, dude? Fuck. Just write it down. Alright, I'm just gonna find it anyway. It's fine. It's not an issue to do. Hey. Forgot the steps for it, so. It's only not hard because I've already got everything set up. But. Do this every time. It's a little weird considering we've already done this. Like, what, did somebody come down here and relock it? I do think I have a picture of this somewhere. I just have so many pictures now, I'm not quite sure. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Number 3, the one we're missing. Wherever the fuck that is. Must be talking about the foreman. This is where I wonder if it like reaches that room. If this kid just paid for these fucking tunnels to be fucking cleaned out, man, I mean, or hell did it himself. Don't need to do all this puzzling. Well, if that's supposed to be far away, it looks like a little miniature fucking area, man. That minecart's not too big, but it's pretty big for the size of that. Looks like a picture, man. I think this is supposed to be a big place. That they found the old kingdoms thing. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be spooky because, or scary because the government got a grip on them and all that. Look, we'll see when we get there. But something more than just that. Anyways, let's fix this up. Looking off that direction, then where is that specifically? Thing's literally standing right there. Looking out like here. What? Not even even make sense. Is that just like some kind of like TV screen? Or did I walk farther than I thought? It's like coming out all the way over here. So it's like over there. And if that was the case, then you'd assume this tunnel would lead to it, but this is like pretty far away. I'm surprised if I have to open this from within the house or something. Alright. I'm gonna actually like leave it here. And I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be back in like an hour or so. If it's more than that, like if I'm like I really need a break, I'll just probably for the record, I think I've already dropped off the thing in Coat Shack. I'll just go to the break room and chill. Unless, oh god, it'd be fucked if this was like a star. The sky, you gotta get like 100 stars or whatever. And it just like opens the door. We still have too many blue rooms to check, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. Alright. I'm like wiped, so I will be back. Thanks for watching.